What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Marcus. It is your boy, Marcus. Today, I am excited to share with you guys this divine dessert that I am getting ready to make, which is my Oreo cookie cake. It is great for any occasion, any time of the year, especially for the holidays. It is really tasty. It's kid friendly. You can make this with the kids. Everybody will absolutely enjoy this dish, okay? But before we jump into the video, bruh or sis, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button to let me know that you enjoy the video or you appreciate the video. Also, it is absolutely free to subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, bruh or sis, and turn them notification bells on all, so that way you'll know every single time your boy is posting something, okay? I'm on the way to 1K, and I'm gonna keep on speaking it until I see it. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're getting ready to get straight to the point because I know that's what y'all are waiting on, right? All right, so in the next clip, I will be showing you the ingredients that I'll be using for this Oreo cookie cake. Stay tuned. For this delicious dessert, I'm going to be using the star of the party, which is the Betty Crocker German Chocolate cake mix. You can feel free to experiment and choose another flavor if you like. I'd recommend staying within the chocolate profile. All right, I'm going to be using the Hershy's chocolate syrup, the Smucker's caramel. I'm going to be using the Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk, oil. This is just cooking spray to spray our pan, 3 eggs, of course the second star of the party, which is the Oreos. And the things that you don't see out right now is the Cool Whip or whip topping, which that's refrigerated. I want to keep that cold. And as well as milk. I'm going to be using milk instead of water to go in this cake. So in the next clip, I'll be showing you the preparation process. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take our cake batter. Add it on in our bowl. Y'all, when I tell y'all this cake is so simple, I didn't even worry about using a mixer. Now you can use a hand mixer or a KitchenAid or something of the sort if you prefer to do so. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just gonna mix mine in a bowl, okay? You can do it the way you want to do it. We're gonna add our 3 eggs. Give it a little stir. This cake is really simple, y'all. Really simple, and it is so rewarding. All you have to do is just spend this little time doing it. Your mixing process, and put it in the oven, and you're good. So I got those mixed in a little bit. I'm gonna go in with 1 cup of milk. Okay. You can feel free to go by the directions on the actual box too, because the box is calling for water. But to give your cake just a different oomph to it, I'd recommend using milk, whichever milk you prefer. I'm using the 2% milk. You can use whatever milk you want to use, or you can just use water. It's totally up to you, but there is a difference between the milk and the water. It just does something to your cake. It takes your cake up to another level. And that's another conversation for another day, because this cake is so simple. We'll have that adult conversation about how to hack the box cake later. All right. So I'm just gonna mix that in there real good. I'm actually gonna add just a tad bit more milk. And then another secret too is it said 1 1/4 cups water, right? Another secret is add just a little bit less. This is with your box cakes and your box brownies. One of the secrets is add just a little bit less than what it tells you to add. Not a whole lot less, but just a little bit less. And you're gonna notice the difference in the way that your stuff turns out, okay? I'm just eyeballing mine because I do this so much that like I literally just eyeball it, and I can just tell by the way it looks if it looks right or if it looks like it still needs something. And then that's also why, like, I kind of add my ingredients in layers, if that makes sense. I don't really put everything in at the same time. I will basically still do this like I was making it from scratch. How, you know, when you're making a cake from scratch, you don't add all of your ingredients in all at once. I still use the same method with the box cake, okay? And I have some more stuff to share with y'all, but, you know, like I said, that's for another time. We're gonna save that adult conversation for another time. So this is it, y'all. It's really simple. Really simple. So that's ready to go in the oven. So what we're gonna do is mix it up a little bit more. This is how it's looking. I hope y'all can see that real good. That's what you're wanting to see. You're wanting to see this type of consistency. You don't want it to be thick, and you don't want it to be really thin either. You want it to be like literally in between. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, just spray our we're gonna spray our pan off, and you don't even have to use the cooking spray. This is my preference, and I'm just using the regular canola oil. There's several of these sprays out there. Sometimes I use the butter flavor. Sometimes I use the one that has a little bit of flour in it. It's all up to you. You can just use butter. You can just use regular oil if you want to. It's all up to you. So we're just gonna pour our batter in here. That's it for this process. Really it. That's why I didn't bother using a mixer. But again, if you decide to make this, you do what you want to do. Okay, I just put a little bit of extra love in mine, and just put a little bit of elbow grease in a bowl with the spoon. That's all I did. That's it for this part. Y'all, hold on a second. I'm getting something to help me get the rest of this out. Just get the rest of that out. And for those who want to know what size pan I have, this is a 13 by 9. This is a 13 by 9. And on this part, depending on what you're using, I'm making this for an event. So that's the reason why I'm using the pan, the aluminum pan. But depending on what you're using and what size pan you're using, just follow the box instructions. The box instructions will, it'll still apply no matter, you know, with us adding our flavor pops or shortcuts to the cake batter, it still applies. And also the cooking time too. Just go by the box. Whatever the box is telling you. Okay. So what we're gonna do is spread that on around real good. Get that good and even. Trying to get some of this stuff off. Oh, I missed a little bit, but that's okay. It's gonna cook right on in there. That's it. Really simple, y'all. I didn't do nothing fancy to this. Yeah, I did kind of give y'all a little bit of something to kind of put a little extra onto your cake, which was milk instead of water. And using just a slight bit less than what the box is telling you. That's all we did to this cake. Because we're going to fix this up. We just need this cake to go in, and we're about to fix this cake up. Now here goes the fun part. While our cake is cooling off, we're going to take our Oreo. Now you can do this however you want to do it. This is just the way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it. I'm going to use a bowl, and I'm going to put me maybe about like 2 columns in the bowl. And I don't have gloves, so I'm just gonna use a plastic bag or a small Ziploc bag, whatever you have. If you want to use the bag like I'm using, you don't have to do it like this. It's just the way that I want to do it. You can also crush them up. You can get you a big Ziploc bag and crush them up in the Ziploc bag with the. You can use a rolling pin. You can use a kitchen hammer. I just wanted to have a little fun. Now it's time to assemble the cake. All I'm getting ready to do is just poke some holes in it. You can poke them how big or small you want them. Alright. I'm just poking some holes in it. So next, I'm gonna take the sweetened condensed milk and just let it pour over the holes, okay? You want it to get good and down in there, okay? So I'm just gonna pour it and let it go get deep in the holes. And so when you do this, let it set for a minute. So pour it over your holes, and you don't have to pour the whole entire can. Pour it over your holes, then let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes so the cake can soak up the sweetened condensed milk. Okay, and also I'm gonna add a little bit of caramel on this layer too. And it don't need a whole lot. Okay, just kind of pour it where your holes are, and then you're good. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let this soak, and then I'll show y'all what I do next. All right, y'all, so now that it has pretty much settled into the cake, it's gonna soak into the cake. I'm just gonna add just a little bit of the crushed Oreos on this layer. You can do it however you want to. You can add, kind of spread them around a little bit. And again, I don't have gloves, so that's the only reason why I'm using this this small Ziploc bag. You don't have to do that. You can do it however you want to. Oops, missed it a little bit. That'll be alright. Alright. Just a little bit for that layer. And I'm gonna save the remainder for the top. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this whole thing of whipped topping and just spread it. Okay. Now you want this really, really cold. You want it cold, okay? And at first, it's probably going to seem like it's not enough, but trust me, it is. Okay? And if you feel like that's not enough for you, you can always get extra, because I have extra as well. But normally, this is enough for the amount that I'm making. Okay? But it also depends on how much whipped topping you want, because if you want a lot of whipped topping, of course you'll get extra. And just take your time with this part and work with it, because your whipped topping is really, really cold. I had mine in the freezer, okay, because you want this really, really cold. This is not going to be a warm dessert. This is to be served cold, because once we finish, this is going in the refrigerator. You can also freeze it too. But if you want to serve this right away, you need to at least put it in the freezer or the refrigerator for 2 hours, for about a couple of hours. And then serve it. Okay. Now this is the type of dessert that you make when you want to splurge, okay? This is a dessert to enjoy. I'm not making this worried about no calories, no nothing, okay? So don't y'all be coming for me in the comments. If you're one of those people, I'm sorry, this probably is not the one for you, okay? But this is a really, really great dessert, y'all. It's fun to make. It's easy to make. It's very, very tasty. And this is a, what is this? This is 16 ounces, 1 pound. And I'm going to use absolutely all of it. I want all of it. That around. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. Just spread that around. Again, like I said, take your time and do it, and just do it however you want to do it. If you're one of the people that like to do designs and stuff, go ahead, get creative with it. Put your little designs and stuff in it. I'm not doing that today. I just want to make it, and I wanted to show y'all one of the easier routes to make it. I'm not doing anything extra, because I want whoever this may be for that's interested in making this, I want you to, have the base of making it, and then you get creative and do your own thing with it. Or you can just make it exactly like this. But I know a lot of y'all like to use your own creativity, so it's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? Alright, there we go. That's all I'm going to do today. And then, of course, we have our Oreos that I'm going to put on this layer. Still not finished. Got a little bit more to do. And you just do it how you want to do it. If you want to take your hand, do what you want to do. You have children that like to be hands-on. Let them do it. Let them do it. Okay. And so as y'all can see, that's about how the size that I crushed my Oreos up to. Again, you can do them as big or as small as you want them. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of spread them around a little bit. Okay. And if you want, again, if you want more Oreos, feel free to use more. You know, that's why we saved some. We still have some of our Oreos left in the pack. Just like I wasted just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. That's what that pack is for. Okay. So now that I have that complete, all I'm going to do is just hit it with this Hershey. Just drizzle it. Put as much or as little as you want. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some more caramel on top. Again, you use as much or as little as you want. It doesn't matter how much you use. It's yours. Okay, but this is just the amount that I'm using. This is how I'm doing mine. Okay. Oh, that's not even coming out. All right, there we go. And that's it. That's your cake. That's your Oreo cookie, Oreo crumble cake. And then what you do now is just let this freeze for a couple of hours. Or if I'm making this for an event, so I'm doing mine the night before. And that's it. This is your cake. That's all. Very simple. Very rewarding. You're going to really, y'all, please make this cake. Please make this cake. I'm begging you to make this cake. All right. All right, y'all, that is my Oreo cookie crumble cake. I hate that I cannot slice a piece because I made this for an event for tomorrow. So I'm glad that I was able to share with y'all how I make it and to show y'all how it looked. Now, if I can catch somebody cutting a slice tomorrow, or if I'm able to get a slice myself, because I will be there at the event, I will try to snap a couple of pictures and show y'all, or find a way to insert it in this video. But I'm gonna go ahead and share this video with y'all before the event. Again, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by. Marcus the Talented is on the way to 1K. I'm gonna keep speaking it until I receive it. Y'all, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the page, and share. The more y'all share, the more content that I'm able to bring y'all like this. So I really appreciate you guys. Again, thanks for tuning in to another episode of In the Kitchen with Marcus. Until next time.